Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Prison Architect. Today's beverage is a very nice glass of ginger beer, sadly not the dark and stormy that someone suggested in a previous video. That certainly would be desirable and preferable, however, this is still not a bad beverage indeed. So welcome back to Prison Architect, and what is going to be something a bit different. This is going to be a bit of a mini-series, a bit of a retrofit, and a bit of a sort of reintroduction. So I'll touch on what we want to accomplish with this episode and subsequent ones in but a moment, but this is a prison that we have, at least at the time of recording, recently completed. It is pretty much standard. It's got your double skin wall around the outside. It's got all of your staff stuff on the left hand side here, so you've got like all of your utilities and the kennel and armory, that sort of thing. Down the south you've got all of the support infrastructure like the offices and storage, the staff room and staff canteen, which is where we store all of the dirty trays. Yeah, that's still happening. We've got this, I think the main feature is this sort of central corridor, central spine of the facility that allows visitors and staff to go down here and enter a lot of the other areas where it's quite easy for them to do so. However, it means they don't have to go into the main body of the facility, which is potentially longer and more time consuming and also potentially more dangerous. So like, for example, the spiritual leader here just comes when they're finished there and then just leaves this way, so they don't have to go out and around, which I think is preferable. We've got our standard sort of kitchen and canteen arrangement. The standard cell block design is this. It is an 8 arrangement, 8 capacity, so 4 on the top, 4 on the bottom, with a common shower in the middle as well as a common room, which has just got bookshelves, gym mats, phone booths in there. Because this is a female facility, you have to cater for family cells. So you have family cells which are a little bit larger, have a couple of added extras in there, as well as like the cribs for the children. So if there's any children, then obviously they get put in there. I was going to say dumped in there, but that is a horrible expression. We've also got things like this big cell block on the left, which is just to increase the capacity. But there you are. We, like I say, completed it and sort of called it done. The original intent was to expand to the north and south, but I decided against that for a couple of reasons. The first and main reason is that I genuinely didn't think it would be that interesting. If we go to the north and south, then all we're going to accomplish is, well, increasing the capacity and potentially get more working in there. So we could have, like, say, forestry and prison manufacturing facility, etc. But it just, I don't think it would be overly interesting. I'm still not ruling it out for the continuation here, but for now, I think it's, yeah, I think I still stand by that one. And secondly, the reason why we decided to leave this is because there was the yet unannounced, at the time anyway, Perfect Storm DLC, which I knew was coming, so had to account for that. But now that that's out, I wanted to retrofit this thing, so I want to go back and revisit this, and I want to retrofit it with some of the Perfect Storm stuff, so the weather and temperature and all of the events that you may experience, etc. So that is going to be something we'll add in over the course of a few episodes. And I know the first and immediate question is, why not start a new series? Why not just go from the get-go and plan and build from scratch a new facility? Well, honestly, the main reason is bugs. There's been many reports of bugs and problems and issues, not just from forums, but also from the dev zone pinned posts saying, yeah, here's the known issues, and it's making building something from scratch more of an undesirable experience than it needs to be. So I think, without wasting any time building something over the course of several episodes and hours, and then it fail on us because of a bug or things that are in the game at the moment, I think retrofitting and doing that, we can experience the new stuff, and if it does break, then we haven't lost anything. We've still got all of this. So that is the main reason. But yeah, we'll see how things go. Anyway, so this is something that we can retrofit, I think, relatively easily. First thing I want to touch on, though, is this, where we've got a big pile of food down the bottom, food trays, technically. And actually, no, it is a pile of food. There's loads of that. And how can we fix this? Well, I've tried pretty much everything, and certainly everything that people suggested. And the only thing that seems to even remotely put a dent in this is hiring a lot more of the cooks and also putting in another kitchen. So we're going to do both of those things. So let's go over to our staff and then to the cooks, and I'm going to hire another 10 cooks. That's obviously going to decrease our daily cash flow, but hopefully they can crack on and sort some of this out. I'm also going to add in some more sinks. So if I go into our Objects here and scroll right in and go to sink. I'm just going to put that in the corner there, and then in the corner, hang on, where have I put that? There, have I? Okay, so it's going to go in there, and that will hopefully get them to clean more of this out. The chief is calling. A recent high-profile gang case has implicated one of our medium security prisoners as a high-ranking gang leader. Okay then, so let's go to informants, and yes, so this is prisoner Kylie Armand, prisoner number 428139. Legendary prisoner, extremely strong, tough, volatile, deadly and quick, and also stoical and fearless. So basically, yeah, we're going to have some problems with this one. Okay, there you are. One of the things that I've been reading is the amount of events that you seem to get with the latest update, and it's something that we may have to account for and try and manage as best we can. Let's just go to utilities here and put in the small pipe there and there. That will fix that. And also, let's go to our escape, extras, map settings, and turn on our weather and temperature to high. So this is implementing the perfect storm stuff into the game. We now have weather, which is spring and sunny. However, I also should now have access to some extras. We've got backup generator. We've got all of the insulation as well as if I go to objects, and down the bottom, no, it's not there. Hang on, was it in here? Weather machine, yes, and I'm going to put a weather machine in here. So we want to, let's say, start to get the weather machine on and try and make all this function. And I also want to get the backup generator in there. And that means we experience some of that new stuff without having to start from the very beginning. Also, I noticed as well that in here, in the extras, there's options for like temperature, which we will turn on. That means putting radiators in and such. And that's something we'll check out probably later on in subsequent episodes. But if you go to create new prison, you can change the rat infestation. You can't retrofit the rat stuff in here as far as I can tell. There may be a way to do that in the future, or maybe even modifying the save file, but we're not going to go down that route just yet. So it looks like we have these in, and you can see the sink is in, requires water. There's someone coming along to fix that, so we'll see. Well, that one, waiting for this to be installed. That will require the new room, and there is a one of these weather centers, and I'll place that in there, and it says it needs to be 3x2, which it's sorted. Actually, that should function there, 3x2, yeah. Let's just change this over to security then, just so we've got that in properly. Yeah, so that's in there. Once that has been placed, I'll put in like the weather vane and such, and that'll give us a better readout as well. And we'll see just what the weather is going to be like. We also have probably a need for a training room. We don't actually have one at the moment. So we've got a training room there, which is a piece of learning for staff members to gain new skills. So I want to put in a training room, but I don't know where it's going to go, quite frankly. I could potentially remove like the gymnasium, but it seems a bit of a strange thing to do. Maybe just bolted onto the side of one of these is an option. What would that be like if I was to do something like that? Let's just go to planning and then walls, and then assume that this was going to go across and then down and then across. This is a 4x something or other, 4x16 internal diameter, and the training room requires a minimum of 4x5, so that would function. That would actually work if we do that, so that's okay. But also, this is what a lot of people requested as well, is that we put on the back here some solitary. And I don't think that's a terrible decision. Have a solitary room in here. Have all the solitary cells like that, and have this as a 4x4 security room, so then we can get informants. That's actually a very good idea that someone suggested, so I think we will be implementing that in this build as well. So let's just go ahead and say put something like this. There's our room there, and then this one in the middle, this one can become the training room. So yeah, I mean, I'll have an entrance there, and it's a bit out the way, but it doesn't really much matter. Maybe a security room. Does it have any problems? It says place of learning for staff members. Staff members, that's a problem, innit? You know what? I might change storage. I might cut storage in half and put it there instead. That seems probably the better call, doesn't it? So let's remove that. Go over to storage and probably say that size, and then this can become our training area. Yep, I think that's what's going to happen. So we'll go to rooms, remove that, go to training room, place a training room in there, back over to our walls and doors, and then to the brick wall. That'll go down over the doors, staff door. That can go just in that corner there. Okay, so we'll just see what happens there. Let them crack on with all of that one. we, as I said, have weather, but not warmth. So that's the big difference, and a lot of people are a bit confused on that. I can totally understand why, because it catches me by surprise as well at times. So you've got a warmth need there, an environment need, but we haven't got the temperature on. So if I go to, for example, logistics, we can't see any temperature in here, but if we turn that on, well, you'll need it. Oh, hang on. So what's happening now? Another event. According to some of our guards, a new radio host is riling people up. Yes, well, as we don't have any radios, I'm not concerned too much about that. Over to staff, and I'm going to go for 2 more dog handlers and up to 30 guards, because there's a lot of prisoners that just haven't been escorted to the cells, and although it does say that everything's fine, it's not fine. And in fact, staff needs, there is a big need for food. Okay, I'm guessing it's to do with the lack of food trays, which I can't really do anything about just yet. I've told them to dump all of these as well. You can see, well, that's not set to dump, but some of these under here have been set to dump. I'm just waiting for them to clean up. There you go. So we got these now cleaning all of the food trays, and I think they'll hopefully get to that one as well. Training room is now sort of in, and we need office desks, chair, things like that. So over to our objects and scrolling in. Office desk will go in there, blackboard will go in the middle. I don't know if you actually need a blackboard, it doesn't say, but it does say we need an office chair, so I'll put in, chair or swivel chair. We can put a swivel chair in if we wanted to. Shall I put a swivel chair in? We'll put in the thing like the rat traps that are required as well. So the rat traps can go there. The swivel chair I've actually found can go in there. We've got the grit bin, which can't rotate, so I'll just place a load of them on the bottom there. And finally first aid, which has to go on a wall. So there, and that'll be our training room, which is all good. We have our weather machine that's now in, so we should be able to check on the weather. Yes, there's our weather. So it is current weather, sunny, spring, and we're going to get some more nice sunny weather coming up, which is good. I do, however, want to probably improve that. Objects, and go to the bottom here. Is it not in there? Weather antenna, that's it, and it has to go outside naturally, so we'll just place it just outside here, probably on the corner. That seems to be reasonable, and then we'll connect that up to the power. I think it needs power, and let's see how we get on there. Looks like a lot of this is in. Some of this, like the desks, what's that noise? Oh, it's the door servos making that noise. Snack machine, will sell that object. Snack machine, sell that object, sell some of these, because I just want to make sure that we can get all of these like treadmills and stuff shifted, and I think they'll probably do that. Okay, good. That is getting installed, which it's done now. That's in. Yeah, it does require power. It's now done. Do we have to connect it? Let's have a quick look. Deployment, new. Deployment, utilities, connections. We do not, so it should be functioning now then. And it is, I think. It's in anyway, it's plugged in. So weather and temperature is all sorted. Weather antenna. Excellent weather broadcast. Predict the duration, temperature, precipitation, wind speed, and visibility conditions. Yeah, it's electrical and high-powered. Speaking of electrical, this is running low. Well, our capacity is running low. Let's put in an emergency generator. This is a backup generator, and you can connect it with, obviously, power cables. I'm going to connect it up around this corner, and the reason I'm doing that, rather than just going straight across, is when this blows up, and I do stress when, this will blow up at some point, it's just inevitable. I want the connection to still be connected to the facility, as opposed to across here, which inevitably gets broken as soon as it blows up. So that's why I've connected up like that. So yeah, we have our predicted weather now, which is a weak storm which is coming. Okay, forecast by the weather machine. Weather warning issued, category weak storm in 23 hours. So we have to account for that one. Let's go over to our coverage. Do we have to turn these on? We haven't got any of these on. Arson and accidents plan. That is firefighters and... I can't believe it. I can't believe it. So, I stated that this was going to blow up. It's inevitable. It will blow up. When it comes to, I think, within 30% of the capacity of the power station, it can blow up. So I knew that was going to happen. I didn't anticipate putting this in and it not being built in time, and certainly didn't anticipate me turning on the arsonance and accidents plan and then it blowing up. Power surges caused it to blow up. So we've got, you can see, these over here. This is our firefighters, and they've been brought in because, well, it's the automatic accident thing. So because there is a problem, they're going to automatically be ordered in. So I can come over here and hopefully fix this. Let's see if I can actually fix this. So here we go. We've got all of the firefighters here who are just spraying the water everywhere. I'm going to bring one outside just to fight that. This sadly have to go all the way around, which is a bit of a pain. Yeah, I can say the dog handler has decided to not go that way. Oh, actually, look, like the power, it's all right there. I may put in another power plant somewhere. I mean, I'm going to have to eventually, aren't I? I mean, here, we could put another power plant in here and maybe connect it up at the back. That's probably what we'll end up doing. But that'll be a future me problem because we've already got other things to do with, like, the weather, for example. That seems to be fixed, so I'm going to get rid of those. I'm also going to go to emergencies and for the repairmen, and those are going to come in and hopefully fix all of the problems. Yep, they are going... Oh, hang on. Where are you going? They are proceeding in a westerly direction. Where are you off to? I don't know where they're going. Okay, I guess it's going to be a bit of a me problem. Oh, there we go. We fixed it. Right, so pipes can go in there. Electrical is also fine. So it's just the walls, really. Walls and the floors. So it's not too much of a problem, that one. So flooring, cargo floor, and job done. It's fixed. So where are these guys going? It appears that the repairmen are desperately trying to go in here. Why are they doing that? Okay. They are not repair persons. They are vandals. They've just smashed the cell up. It's no longer indoors. Well, yeah. I think this is one of the undesirable behaviours that people have been experiencing in the game. I want to be my that. Is a horrible, debilitating bug. Huh. Okay. The fun was in finding out, and I now know that the repair people are garbage. Just received word that the prisoners are unhappy with how much time they're needing to work. Alright, well, we can fix that. So over to our regime, over to free time, and then all of this can change to free time, but we're still going to have work/lock up there. So there's that sorted. I cannot... Why? They've just come along and busted it up. That's all they've done. Where are they now? Now, hang on. Now they're bringing foundations. Hang on, are they going to fix the problem? Oh, they are fixing the problem. Hang on, is that someone leaving? What? Okay. Right. Yeah, so they broke it, and now they're fixing it. That's exactly what they've done. And, oh, deaths. Oh, Armand, right. Guard response, 1, 2, 3. Whoa! That's all the guards. It brought all the guards. Every single guard in the facility is coming to try and stop them here. And good grief, they are highly aggressive. And we stopped them. Okay, guard response off. So, the repairman is hanging around. Now what does the chief want? Recent high-profile gang case implicated one of our minimum security prisoners, a high-ranking member of the gang. 2 legendary prisoners. Levato, prison number 4161785. Okay. I'm going to get rid of the repairman, and I mean it's not indoors. Have they just removed the foundations? That's exactly what's happened. They've just ripped up the foundations for no reason. Right, I guess I'll let those guys crack on. Over here, you can see food trays are being collected. That is good. Do I, however, just need more cooks? 30 cooks. There we go. And they are collecting trays. There you go. So apparently you need 30 cooks to fix the problem. Another event. The Chief. A recent high-profile gang case. Oh, we got 3 now. Yeah. No. Yeah. Okay. Almond. Lavoto. And Cali Patton. Prison number 41619151. Extremely strong, tough, versatile. Versatile? They might be versatile, but they're also volatile. Deadly. And an expert fighter, fearless and Storkle. 3 legendary prisoners that we can do nothing about, and it appears that the workers have decided to bust this up as well. That makes me think we should do a tunnel search. I think it could be do that, you know. Let's see. These are fixed now, I should point out, which is good. So it can be fixed. It's still classed as cell as well, which is brilliant. Flooring. Mosaic. There we go. And apparently they can't get to that. Oh, putting it in now. We're good. What's blowing up now? Oh. Fire started in the kitchen. Doesn't matter, we have... Oh, no, doesn't matter. I was going to say, doesn't matter because we got sprinklers. But it appeared that the first bit of fire started in a pipe. I may have to get the fire engines in here. This cell's back to normal, which is good. Flooring. And mosaics. There you go. Oh, is that subsidence? That might be subsidence, you know. There's the rebar. This is a new thing as well. Applying reinforcement will increase the structural integrity. I'll have to see what happens there. Anyway, put the fire out. Go in the center. Put the fire out. The fire is also spreading out here. Why are they not putting the fire out? Have they run out of water? I'm going to press H. No, they appeared not to want to put the fire out. Are they on strike? Have they run out of water? Can't have run out of water. This guy's spraying. There's literally fire next to them, and they're not putting out the fire. I think we can manually hose it, can we? Yeah, there we go. Alright. Hold H. Spray it. This guy. There you go. Spraying over here. We're all working now. Bit of a fire burning there, but hopefully they can put that out. Come on. There we go. Right. Stop. Thank you. We've got enough on our hands to deal with. Brick wall. Brick wall there, and there, and there. That should be fine for the rest of it. Everything else will be repaired by the workers. However, probably should connect up some electrical cable because everything is sort of broke. That's alright, that's okay. These are in. Now what? Subsidence of the land. Oh! Looks like the legendary prisoner has tried to escape and was climbing over there. You can hardly see because it's dark. But we've got this across here. Fence grass. Let's complete that. And complete that. And nobody's going over there because obviously the problems with that one. Utilities. Connect all these in. And that should be it. Right. So, we have managed to turn on weather and temperature. Well, technically weather, but we haven't turned on the temperature yet. And we've put out about a bazillion fires. Fire there, fire there. The staff stuff is fixed by doubling the amount, more than doubling the amount of chefs that we have. So that's fixed that problem. We've also got some subsidence and problems with cells. And that cell is still to fix, which I'll do in the next episode, where we'll probably get another event or several hundred. Either way, that has been a bit of Prison Architect. But like I say, a bit different, doing a bit of a retrofit as well as you know, visiting an old prison and checking out some of the new stuff. It does seem that there is an awful lot of events to deal with. And we have in the next 2 hours a storm, so hopefully that won't cause any more problems. Either way, we also have the legendary prisoners as well. Good grief. Yeah, either way, next episode we'll fix that and put some more of the tiles and the flooring in and such, because we have to fix that from the subsidence. Hope you have enjoyed this episode. Comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.